Hello, everyone. Welcome back to RNG Network. This is a podcast where randomness is key and conversation typically follows suit when it's not a side tangent. I am your host, Trailblazer. And with me, we have some of our beloved co hosts. We got Fluffy.
Hey. Oh.
we, have, we have Goose.
What's up?
And the ghost of podcast past. We got Silent here with us today.
Yeah, ye.
Let's see. Today we are getting in some nostalgia feels. We're going to be talking about our first gaming consoles.
OG.
Yes, sir.
Original gamers.
But before we jump into that, I guess I'm gonna ask how everyone has been doing. Fluffy, how's your week been?
I mean, the last 24 hours has been pretty rough, but other than that, okay, I suppose.
Yeah,
Having
that's a new
little
crazy
trouble
happening.
sleeping. Yeah, I mean, I texted you guys this morning, like 2 in the morning my time, and I was like, I'm awake, let's go.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I really hope that they didn't start going on something else, like, cause that was hours ago.
I did. My dad's side of the family has the lake house that I was up doing work on, just like raking and shit. I got home, sat down, started relaxing, got super tired really quickly, and I don't usually fall asleep until like 11:30 or 12, sometimes later. I fell asleep at 8:30. Woke up at 2, and my body was like, "Cool, you got your 6 hours. Let's go." I was like,
cannot remember the last time I fell asleep anywhere between 8:30 and 9 that was not a nap. And was the intent to sleep for the night.
The intent was like a 45-minute power nap and just to be up for a little bit. Looked at my phone and saw that it was like 2 in the morning, and I went, solid.
Lit.
So
All right, so we got a sleepy Fluffy. Goose, how you been?
I'm doing good, man. Been a rough week for me as well. We had lady had her grandfather pass away recently, so we were doing a lot of calling around with family, making sure everyone was good, and then we had a funeral that we had to attend, which was freaking gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of shopping, a lot of running around, city hopping, looking at furniture, calling doctors, going for visits. Yeah, just a lot of getting stuff taken care of. And then even tomorrow, I have to go and get an x-ray on my ankle, which is pretty dope.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man. So the business doesn't
all
stop.
over the board. Yeah. All right. Silent, how about you?
Can't stop, won't swap.
Yes.
Silent, how about you?
For me, just trying to finish up that first semester of school. That's mostly been my thing. We just also had our division finals for our school esports team this past Monday.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we lost, but I mean, it was a lot better than last semester before I was there, because I was told that they only had like one win and it was from a forfeit.
oof.
And you guys, what was your record?
6-1. We were 6-1 this semester.
Nice.
First seed in our division, and like 6th seed overall. So I mean, it was pretty solid. Just unfortunate that we lost our finals game.
Congrats on making it that far, though.
Yeah, I mean, still,
Thanks.
it's a good freaking run, though.
It is a little bit. I mean, because it is a broad range. You know, you have a lot of people that are like GCs. My team, I mean, I'm technically GC. We have one SSL and then like a C2. So having that broad spectrum of players can be kind of rough to like, mesh and actually work together. But
Right.
I mean, we figured it out.
Can I be that guy and be like, can you explain what GC, SSL, and all that other fun stuff means for those who don't know?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please.
Yeah, it's the rankings. So GC is Grand Champ. SSL is a Supersonic Legend, which is the top rank in the game. It's like the top 0.2% or some shit. GC is like the top 2%, and then Champ is usually around like top 10ish, I think. Like that entire spectrum of Champ. So I think last I knew, like Plat 3 Like platinum to diamond 1, I think is like the average for Rocket League players.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Hey, at least you're average. It's only up from here. It's only up from here.
Oh, there's a down. There is a down.
There's a down. Trust me, I know there's a down. I've been through it. I'm still going through it.
How have you been, Trail?
So Trail, how's your week been?
Been all right. Work's been kind of testing my patience, which I never thought I would find the boundaries of before, but it's getting pretty close to there. Putting a lot more effort into the wood burning stuff, like how we've talked about in the last couple of episodes. Actually, I have a page finally made. I need to start testing it out. I'm going to start trying to put a lot more effort getting some social media stuff made and some vidges and things and such to spread it and start doing it more. I just need to keep forcing myself to do it more. So I keep procrastinating like I normally do with everything. But other than that, not too bad. Home life is not bad. There is a set of robins that I have gone to war with in our backyard. There's a floodlight. There's a floodlight that is above our sliding glass door. It goes to the backside.
Yes.
To the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And they made a nest up there. And they were starting to poop on the deck. And I was like, okay, there is literally a forest behind us. You have so many other places quit going on my floodlight. So I've been using a pole saw to every time they finish it to take it down and put it somewhere else. And this has been going on. I think I've taken it down 4 or maybe 5 times now. And I'm actually going to have to take it down shortly after we do this recording because they are currently on attempt number 5 or 6. I've lost track of how many times.
Nice.
So many trees, and they keep putting a freaking nest right on that floodlight.
Is that light on often?
I'm actually going to be trying to put some.
It's probably pretty warm.
like what?
That's why.
Yeah.
We don't even have them on all the time. Like they're
Oh,
barely ever on. It's not even like it's like warmth from the floodlights. It's just there. But there's so many trees and everywhere else. They keep coming right for this one floodlight.
Have you tried building them a home?
Maybe to get away from the squirrels.
Robins don't typically go into like man-made ones. But I mean, that's like the only thing I could potentially think of is they don't want it in a tree for squirrels, but still like there's a crap ton of robins in the area around here. And just this couple is just fucking hell bent on putting it on our floodlight.
Hey, you guys found a nice house. They found a nice house. Maybe they were there first. Just thinking out loud.
Maybe. Well, I'm gonna America it, and it's mine now.
Jesus. Okay. I do have one thing that I could suggest if you're okay with that.
I am.
Being here in the Netherlands, I've noticed that it's literally taken over by birds almost entirely, which is kind of cool because we have like magpies or parakeets, the little birds that people like to keep as pets. We have thousands of them just floating around everywhere. It's kind of cool.
The little tiny ones?
Yeah, no, the big green ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
mix up the...
a lot of the lights, like around the parks or parking structures or houses even, they come with a little thing that sticks little metal like nails upside down almost on top of the light so birds don't build nests.
Yes, we went to get some of those yesterday, but the place that had them, it was only in like weird 6 pieces of 1-foot strips.
Yeah.
And it's not like a ledge, it's just where 2 floodlights are sticking out. So I mean, I could try to cut it. What I'm actually going to be doing is I got some of like the metal tape that you can use for exhaust fans and stuff like that. I'm going to try to put some of that around it.
Like the 1,000-mile-an-hour tape?
What?
It's like aluminum almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to try to wrap some of that on it. So I actually had to go out and also buy a ladder. This is how much to war I'm going. I had to buy a whole new ladder so I could reach it. So yeah, that's been the highlight of the non-work area.
Sounds like a great time.
Nice.
As long as you respect the bird people, I'm cool with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I try to get it before they potentially put a leg
Smile.
in there. Yeah, it's Goose's family.
Got lots of birds everywhere.
But getting back on topic, what we're all here for, our first gaming systems. So I will
Hell
go
yeah.
around and we can kind of start in. I feel like with us, we all have a different one. And I was gonna try to say, so do we want to base this off of like the first one that we, played a little bit or that introduced us to games, or the first one that, we hardcore got into?
Why not a little bit? Do both.
I mean, we could do both.
because that one leading in obviously is what introduced us, and then after that, like which one did you first own?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that one's always gonna hold a place in your heart because it's the first gaming console you had type shit, or
Right.
Makes
so
sense.
I'll lead off with this one. So I first, man, I'm trying to. I was so young. I'm trying to decipher which memories were actually first. But first console that I had played for a bit would say was the Sega, and then got into it a bit
Sega.
there, but it wasn't. I don't think it was fully ours. No, it was because we kept it for a bit. It kind of like went back and forth between my cousin and I. But then the first console that I ever got was the N64, and that's the one where I just went ham, and it was just so much of my time was on an N64, which I still have, and actually is downstairs, and I've been playing recently.
Smash Bros?
Oh yes,
Smash
Smash Bros. The thing that has won me money.
You're just practicing for when
But no,
I get there and destroy
Sega.
you.
Oh,
Anyway.
all right. So yeah, so every time I've been around other gamers, and I say, yeah, my first main console was N64, and then some people are like, oh, that's not old. I played Sega Dreamcast, and I played over your first Nintendo, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I also played those, but the first one I mained was the N64 for quite some time.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
With so much to where I still have it and have used it, and I played it less than a week ago.
Yeah. I've actually never owned an N64.
Really?
I didn't own one until I
You have
was
the
well into my
audacity
20s.
to say you're so good at Smash Bros.
Okay, I had a friend that I was basically living with for the longest time. But I played it religiously. But I didn't own my first N64 until well in my 20s. So
You next, Goose. You next. Let's see.
Me?
What you got? What was your leading into console systems?
I would say probably the original NES, Nintendo Entertainment System,
Okay.
was one of the first. I can't remember. The earliest game I remember is, I think, Booger Man, which is a very weird game, by the way. But
Yeah, Booger Man.
Yeah.
it was silly.
Booger Man.
I think it was Sega, though. I don't remember. But I definitely did a lot of Sega gaming when I was really little. Most of it was Nintendo. So like the original Mario, Super Mario World, and Mario Bros. 3.
Mhm.
All that fun stuff
Oh yeah.
with the original Duck Hunt. Yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff.
That dang dog.
Not them ducks.
Nice. All right. Let's keep it going around. Let's go with Silent next. How about you?
Oh, me next. Okay. I'm pretty much the complete different generation from y'all because I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest here, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So I would say that my kind of leading in console, or not really a console, but like my leading into like any sort of video game was like Game Boy Advanced. And
Really?
then like first console yeah. And then first console I played was PS1, but like my first actual console that like I still have today as well after like what, close to 20 years. It's like 19 years coming up this year.
Yeah.
This is my PS2.
Oh, okay.
And I've had the same console. I've had to get new controllers obviously because controllers are shit and broke, but the same console though still works perfectly fine.
You know how many PS2 controllers I've
Nice.
rebuilt? Just throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, it was like a 2-pack for like less than $10. So I was like on Amazon. So I was like,
Oh,
just get-
yeah, you got
just
the
get
rip
2 new
off
controllers.
BS no connection brands. All right, yeah. never mind. You right. No wonder you kept replacing them.
Goose, our local audio expert and controller expert.
No, I was talking about recently. Those are the controllers I have now.
Oh,
The ones for the PS2, they were just old. Yeah, they were just old and like stopped working because I played it for so many years.
Gross. I mean, that's fair though.
Goose. All right, Fluffy. How about you? What was your lead into to what basically consumes our lives now?
It's tough for me. I played a lot when I was a kid. We definitely had a Super Nintendo, so I was playing a lot of like Super Mario World and shit.
Yes.
But I had a Nintendo 64 as well, and I did some computer gaming. Actually, when I was a kid, played a game called Ultima Online. Yeah.
Oh.
Ultima Online was really shitty graphics.
No way.
I would. How do I explain it? It's like you just. It's like almost like World of Warcraft, I guess. Maybe not World of Warcraft, actually. You basically just like create a character, choose a class, so you could be like a mage, a warrior, paladin type of thing.
Yeah.
And you just do missions and shit. But it was really shitty graphics. Yeah, that's. I don't remember playing. I don't remember playing that all too much. That was more my brother's thing. But I did play like Age of Empires and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, I googled it.
Huh?
What? Oh, you googled Ultima Online?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You sound
the
disgusting.
graphics are pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're horrible.
Oh, no.
They're like, I didn't think they could get worse than RuneScape, like old school.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
oh,
no,
gosh.
It's there.
it's pretty bad.
This is just straight up blocks.
No, not
It's pretty
quite.
bad. I don't know how else to explain it, but
So then would you say
Um,
computer was your first platform or console that you started gaming on, or no?
I would say the first one is definitely the Super Nintendo, because we used to play that a shit ton. And then because that was up at my grandfather's lake house that he has. So it was there for like the cousins and shit. At my mom's house, we had a Super Nintendo. Sorry, a Nintendo 64. And then at my dad's house, we had a Sega Dreamcast. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that grandparents' lake house the same one that is the reason why you were extremely tired and got barely any sleep for this recording? Nice.
it's been in the
Full circle.
It's been in the family for like 35 years.
Dang.
Coincidences, man. Coincidences.
Yeah. So
Topic today made you talk about the reason why you're also tired today. Lovely.
I did some work. Did the work up at the lake house and
Boy, am I tired. Boy.
but
Nice.
yeah.
So we have actually a little bit better variety of first consoles or platforms. What would be the proper words that we would use? Because like there's all the platforms, but then you have different consoles within each platform, basically, except for
I would say the console.
Even with yeah,
I would call them consoles, your
I guess
first
I was-
console
yeah, I
type
would stick
thing.
with console because
And
like we don't have
home
to say like,
entertainment
well,
systems.
my yeah, there you go.
Home entertainment systems.
What was your favorite Hess? Did you guys have a favorite Hess?
Yes.
What was your Hess? The Hess that you made yourself on.
Made myself up? What?
Yeah, your first main Hess
Your
What
first,
Hess
how
did
you
you
not
have?
heard
home
of a Hess?
entertainment system.
I've
The Wangoose.
the
He was continuing
the first what?
What?
I
Go
don't.
ahead.
If this is a joke, I don't get it. I'm just going on another tangent, so you can deal with it.
You tangent.
I'm a tangent so good. So when it comes to like earliest systems, I would say the first one that I have played is probably either Sega or the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES. But over the time, my dad kind of grew up collecting older systems because it was always fun to kind of rebuild and go through the process of checking things out and that were older. So he had picked up, what was it? 2 original Atari systems.
Ooh.
Yeah, like old school.
Nice.
Like your controller is literally just a little rotating dial. And that's what you use to
Yes.
move your pawn characters, and you have one
Nice.
button where you jump with like the old ice climbers. Yeah,
Yes.
the origin of all
Okay,
that
so
stuff.
I knew about the joystick.
Yeah, yep. But
Nah, that's before the joystick, my guy.
Yeah, that's why I don't. I played an Atari.
It was
little
a
bit,
fucking
but-
knob.
yeah, it's just a knob with a button.
It was a
But,
turny knob thing, and you were just like, wow.
Yeah, that was it. But it was still in mint condition. The only problem is that the power cord didn't have an end on it. Somebody had stripped off the plug. So we found one and we cobbled the wires together, and then we had to. This is how I learned how to solder when I was younger. My dad showed me how to solder a few things to the circuit board and check a few like capacitors and all this other fun stuff, and we got it to work. I held on to
Nice.
that thing for 15 years, and now I don't know where it's at.
Schrifteen.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But
Nice.
that was probably the oldest one I had, and we had an entire suitcase, or it's like a duffel bag full of probably 30 or 40 different Atari games. Probably all worth millions now, but all gone. Who knows?
million. Yeah.
Millions.
I would assume that there is a good chunk of change inside that backpack.
Oh yeah, that is a duffel bag. You fit the
duffel
whole
bag, yeah,
ass
even better.
tent in there. It was full to the tits.
Oh.
The duffel bag had
All right.
tits.
Come on now.
I was trying to think of potentially like what kind of differences there'd be, because like depending on what console or Hess home entertainment system you started your gaming on, realistically, like they all kind of led down the same path of getting into gaming. It's not like you can see a gamer besides, you know, like if they're wearing platform or console specific things. You can't be like, oh yeah, the way this person talks, they're totally a PlayStation person. Like,
Yeah,
they're
just like for
totally a
weebs,
Nintendo
like
person.
you know, you see them wearing any anime stuff, like I currently am.
I
live
guess
that
like
lifestyle.
yeah, like a weeb would be like one of the easiest ways to think it's like a gamer, but there's no like,
there's
way to pinpoint like, oh yeah, that's definitely a PlayStation or a Sony person, or ooh, that's a computer person.
That's a computer.
Unless they're wearing specific.
No, their fingers are
They're
just
wearing
covered in
specific
Cheeto
things.
dust and, you know, Mountain Dew breath.
Did you take my Mountain Dew?
I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Let me smell your breath. Oh, you
Drink
son
some
of a bitch.
bitch.
You drank my code red.
Oh,
I think we could make like a mini series of like turf wars like gangs, but it's like consoles areas.
Oh, easy.
Like,
It was always a
fit in.
dangerous question to be asked. Like, hey, what console do you play on? And you're just like, am I about to get shanked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole Sony Microsoft.
Oh yeah. With that being said, though, like, what did you guys grow up attached to? Like, you started with one, but what did you grow up playing?
I started on Nintendo, and Nintendo and everything was super hardcore. But then I ended up, it was a brief period where it was hardcore PS2, and then once I switched to Xbox, it was Xbox all the way up until 2.5 years ago when I got my first PC. So the majority of my life, I would say, is consumed by Xbox and Microsoft, which I guess still is kind of Microsoft because of PC. But
Yeah.
Xbox was, a good chunk of change in my life.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Xbox was an expensive part of me.
Yes. Another good way of putting it.
I don't know if I want to ask Silent what he grew up playing.
Wacky
I
weed.
told you what I grew up playing. No. No. I mean, I haven't played a few of the older consoles. I mean, I say older, but you know, those are definitely newer for you guys. Like, I never played the N64, but I played Super Nintendo at least. So,
Yeah.
Did you say you
But
never
I-
played this Nintendo 64?
no, I never like had one in my family.
Are you still wearing diapers by chance?
Did you wish it to fuck up this?
Depends.
No, but I actually hopped around. So like I had PS1 that I played for a bit, PS2, and then I switched to 360 after PS2,
Yeah.
and I played that for a
Nice.
bit. You know, Black Ops 1 days and all through that, and then I switched to PS4. I think, well, like 2015 ish, and then 2020 is when
Okay.
I got my PC. and I'm currently using an Xbox controller, so I don't discriminate. I hopped around. You just have Xbox controller.
This
I
guy
would
got
play with the
around.
PS5 controller. Yeah, got around on console,
So I did the same. I got kind of around on consoles. Like Dad always gave us Sega type things. Mom started us off with Nintendo 64. Got into PlayStation because that was just a thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot of Kingdom Hearts too. Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 actually. But and then Xbox came around and it was just like that was it. That was the console that we got from that point on was Xbox. It was the 360 and then it was like Xbox One. Like we had the old original Xbox for the longest time and then the 360 came out. We're like, "Oh my god." And then the Xbox One came out and it was like, "Well, I get to buy this with my own money now."
Yep.
It was a little like I still have a special place in my heart for like PlayStation shit, but like only for a few games really, and those few games I can actually play on my PC. So
Yeah.
I
would say I'm kind of in the same boat there.
PC Master Race.
Always. It's just too adaptable.
I got a semi difficult one, and I even don't want to ask it because I don't even know if I'll be able to accurately answer it. But is there any console that you could put at the bottom of your list?
Bottom, like worst?
Yeah, like either worst or just least favorite, or like least one. Like if you would not choose to play it, but if it was the only console there, you would still play it, obviously, because
Probably
it's
PlayStation. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for the controllers on PlayStation, but like once I got, I guess, reacquainted with it, like the games on there weren't bad. I played it, like I said, I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts. There was what was it called, SSX Tricky or something?
Oh my god, I love that game.
Yeah,
That.
Yep. There was so like
just relieved himself.
I need to change.
I didn't particularly care for PlayStation. It was there. I definitely played it. Yeah, I think I would just go with PlayStation, and like oddly enough, I wouldn't even put Xbox at the top. I'd probably put GameCube at the top.
Yes.
The
I will say
the controller was weird. There was a lot of different
very
buttons,
weird.
but the games they had on there, like
Phenomenal.
what was it, Super Smash Brothers Melee? They had like a Harvest Moon. They had like, Star Fox Adventures. Like fuck, dude, the gaming selection for that console was ridiculous. They had Mario Kart Double Dash. Like the fuck.
Blitz the League. That's what I played with one of my friends.
Exactly.
Fluffy and I just became brothers.
So fun, dude.
I was trying to think of an answer for the question I wanted to ask, but then I was doing the same thing that you're doing. Like I would pick one, and then I'm like, yeah, but it had all this on it. I'm like, I can't do it.
I know.
It's
I
hard to-
definitely PlayStation is bottom tier for me personally. Not to say that it's bad. It's just it's not for me. It's not. I wouldn't walk into a room filled with all of these other consoles and go PlayStation.
Yep.
PlayStation. No, PlayStation is low tier.
I would say I gravitated the same way because I just drifted away, and then I also kind of joined in on the Xbox versus PlayStation war, and shite talking PlayStation as the times went on. Though PlayStation was my main before Xbox era, but yeah, definitely I guess PlayStation would fall on the low end of the good stuff,
They had a lot of good what are they called? Like the games that only released for that console. The
exclusives.
Yes, they had a lot of good exclusive games. Like what was it, Heavenly Sword or something? That was visually it was pretty freaking good. God of War for a long time was just an exclusive for PlayStation. Kingdom Hearts was too.
Isn't it still?
Like they had a lot of exclusive. Kingdom Hearts?
No, God of War.
No, you can play God of War on your Xbox. The new ones?
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was still
Yes.
PlayStation
So, like,
exclusive.
But back then, PlayStation had those exclusives, which is what
still has Spider-Man.
made people, I guess, which was what made people like, I guess, buy those consoles, and for good reason, because those games were great. They really were.
They were.
PlayStation had one exclusive that I think most people really despised. That was Uncharted.
Yes, I was a.
I'd say the
I
old
was
ones. The old ones are like
all of them.
Bleh.
Nope.
I don't know. I
the
played
whole
one of like
series.
the newer ones. Actually, I think cause, I mean Uncharted is
whole
very
series
similar
is-
to like Tomb Raider. Not very similar, but you know.
It's just, hey, look at this beautiful scenery. Hey, look at this beautiful scenery. Not, hey, let's play this game.
Because I've only played like one of the original like Uncharted. I forget on what console though. It was like it's like either the first or second Uncharted. I think it was probably the first one. But like Uncharted 4 though,
probably
like I've
PlayStation then.
seen most likely PlayStation. But like Uncharted 4 though, I've seen a bit about or like seen like trailers and stuff, and I was like, I never really got it, but it looked interesting.
Right, and then how did all of them begin? It?
I don't know.
I
dude.
said I wasn't gonna do this anymore. You gotta come out of retirement. I guess one more time. And then look at this beautiful mountain. Oh, all right.
Oh.
Let's play. No, traverse.
Honestly, I don't think I played it that long to really grasp the concept
I
of
watched
Uncharted.
just enough to be able to talk poop on it. That's basically what I
Yeah.
did.
Talking poop.
I think going back to your question though of like having a console at the bottom, I think for me would probably be original Xbox. Personally. Mainly because I fell in love with PlayStation because that came out before the whole Xbox, and then I was on PS2 for the longest time. And then I went to 360 and like didn't play the original Xbox until way later. So I think because I didn't play the original Xbox, I never really had that connection with it. So like that's why. Like I don't know any games. I know like they had Rayman, but that's really like the only game that I know for original Xbox.
Rayman?
Yeah, like
Rayman?
Rayman Legends. Yeah, Rayman. Rayman. Whatever.
You just
However the fuck you want
you
to
just-
pronounce it.
You just pulled Goose's heart out of his chest and crushed it in
I'm
his face.
sorry.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Plus, that was also original PlayStation, not Xbox.
Well, I mean, I knew like they had it for Xbox. I played it before, and
Oh,
I
okay.
forget what other fucking game I played on original Xbox. I think it was Binkies or some shit.
Like ramen noodles.
Yeah, Rayman
Don't
Noodles.
go there.
Rayman.
Oh, so side tangent. Speaking of ramen noodles, I got to witness something great at work over the week. Someone at work was eating ramen noodles right next to me. I'm gonna keep saying ramen now because
Blinks. That's what it
was eating ramen noodles next to me in our little break area, and I look over and another woman was sitting there and she was eating her ramen noodles, and she goes, "Man, these kind of look bland." And then me and another person said, "Well, what flavor were they?" She was like, "Well, it's supposed to be chicken." We're like, "It looks like you put nothing on there." And then we said, "Did you open the sauce packet and put it in there yet?" She's like, or not the sauce, the
powder
flavoring packet.
packet, yeah.
She's like, she said, "There's a flavoring packet?"
Oh my
we said,
God.
"Oh my God." So then we say, "Yeah, every single one of those comes with the flavoring packet." And then we said, "Are we just all poor and you've never had them before?" She said, "Well, I mean, I've had the cup of noodles, but I've never had
Oh
the
my
actual packet."
God.
And we said, "Yeah, there's a foil type packet that has flavoring." So then she went and dug through a garbage to try to find her packet.
Nah, at that point it's lost
And,
cause.
and then I said, "Man, that'd be
Bland
funny if
ass
you put it
noodles.
in the bowl." And so she went back to her bowl. Now, mind you, this is one packet, not like 10.
Don't tell me.
You have to sift. She have to sift through a mountain. She said, "Well, it's not in the bowl." And I said, "Man, that's crazy." And I said, "I'm sorry for your misfortune, but I mean, thank you for giving me a once in a lifetime thing. I've never seen someone get a packet of ramen noodles without the flavor packet." And then she went and dug through the garbage again. And then she went and sat back down. And then she forked through her bowl again. And then said, "Oh, here it is."
Oh my God. How?
The first time she forked through it, she didn't see a shiny silver packet.
Dude,
that
those
she
packets
had
are so hard to
microwaved.
miss.
I know! And she missed it. Both.
I don't
I have no words.
understand. Yeah, same.
She microwaved it. She microwaved the powder packet.
Mm.
Okay.
That's
I'm
just-
sorry. Ramen noodles. Rayman
Rayman.
reminded me of that.
Rayman
And
Legends.
that's a once in a lifetime story. I don't think I'll ever forget. Side note: she was hired to be over a bunch of our finance people, so she probably gets paid a good amount of money.
Remind me to not work there because that's the major I'm going into.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh no, you'd easily be able to look like an eagle amongst a bunch of turkeys. You just got to do 5% more than the normal, and you would be great.
An eagle among turkeys. That's
Yeah.
my new goal in life.
It's actually a very old man who has worked in the logistics area at our work, and he said that phrase one time, and I use it a lot now. And we're like, "Hey, Dan, you're doing a great job." And he's like, "Well, it's easy to look like an eagle amongst a bunch of turkeys."
That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm definitely remember that.
All right, sorry, side tangent. You know, that's what we do. But yeah, Rayman.
Rayman. Blinks was the game that I was also thinking of that I also played on Xbox.
Blinks. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Blinks Time
That's
Sweeper.
old.
Yeah. That was the other like game that I slightly played but knew about. But other than that, yeah, I don't really know much about the original Xbox.
Is that the one with the weird looking cat thing?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't play a lot of that. For like Xbox and stuff, it was a lot of community type games. So I played Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
We definitely have. But
That was
Fusion
my
Frenzy
jam.
was among the games that we played as a small community of kids back in the cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac.
That and like yeah, I grew up in like a cul-de-sac.
So did I.
You
And
know
that was
what a
actually
cul-de-sac
the game that me and my friends would always go to. It's freaking Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Did Goose also grow up in a cul-de-sac?
No.
Hold on a second. Was your name different when you were younger? Okay.
I have and for always have been Fluffy.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know.
First name Fluffy, last name
Okay.
Fluffy. Okay, well. Okay. But like it really depended on whose house we were over. So like if you're over at our house, it would be Mario Party. Or GoldenEye 007
Yeah.
Ooh, yep.
or like Perfect Dark.
Oh,
So
wow.
stuff like
Yes.
that. I always got I got my ass kicked a lot because I was one of the younger kids. So like we played Super Smash Brothers too, but like everyone was always picking like Link and Samus, and I was over here like fucking Yoshi. Come at me.
Dude, Yoshi was goated though.
Yeah.
Bro,
Okay,
I
but I
actually
was a
made
kid,
Yoshi.
and the only reason I chose Yoshi was because I recognized him from the other game. I didn't know who the fuck Samus was.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know who. I knew who Link was, but I didn't care for the games because as a kid, those games kind of scared me. The weird
Yeah.
zombie things that like latch onto your back and you have to like wrestle them off. No, thank
Yes.
you. I'm all set. Creepy giant
Nah, I'm
moon
good.
man coming to destroy the earth.
giant
I'm
moon man.
okay. Thank you. He's just sitting there smiling, getting close. It's like I said no.
He's just standing there. Menacingly.
No, don't take that as me saying I've never played those games. I definitely revisited those when I was older and much braver.
Much
Absolutely
braver.
decimated them. Much braver, much more brave. Completed them. Everyone's crazy thinking that the water temple is the hardest thing. I walked through it. It was a breeze. Fuck all you guys.
Y'all suck.
You're trash.
Well, everyone's like, "Oh, the water temple, it's so hard." I literally walked into the water temple, and like 20 minutes later, walked out, and I was like, "Huh, cool,
That wasn't so bad.
interesting." That wasn't bad.
I would have
at
got
all.
it done in 19 minutes.
Of course
Okay.
you would have. You're one of those people. I
I haven't
competed
really
with
played much
with
still,
your
though.
kind of people a lot. I had 2 older brothers.
Makes sense.
I was the oldest.
Samesies.
I was the youngest. I was the youngest until I was 8 years old.
Nice.
Weird.
No,
I was
my
the
sister
oldest
was
until I was
better.
8 years old.
I don't think I can even think of a console that I would put as a low tier. Or on the bottom of
Right.
the list rather.
It's so. I just say PlayStation because it's kind of the same thing like Fluff. I played it for a bit and then I just gravitated away from it and I just
Yeah.
never went back to it. But it's not like I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I just never
Yeah.
went out of my way to get one.
I feel like
Gotcha.
for the people that listen to this, I hope that they'll probably agree with that. There's probably gonna be
Right.
one person saying, PC or PlayStation 2 is the best. It's like, why
Everything
do you-
put out by
That's
Microsoft is
That's
stupid.
because you.
That's me.
That's because you, sir
kidding.
or ma'am, don't have any fucking friends to play with. That's why you play PlayStation.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of single player games. So yeah, fuck you.
It is a lot of single player games. I will admit that.
Go out to the bar, find someone that likes playing games, invite them over, and see how they like playing PlayStation.
Maybe they're not old
They
enough
won't.
to go to the bar yet.
Okay. Well,
But like,
if you're listening to this podcast, be at least 21 years of age and go to the bar.
Go find some
Ew,
friends.
whoa!
Go find some friends.
Go find some
go
friends.
touch grass.
Everyone here's a loner.
Discord's a thing.
Discord is a thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I met Trail.
Oh, speaking
I'm proud of you
which-
for knowing that.
I'm not
true.
I'm not gonna say too much about it yet. There's something in the development. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Silence. Silence and Trail, do you guys have a bottom tier console?
Oh, I said mine.
I
the
guess-
original Xbox.
Yeah.
Fair.
I guess for me, it would be PlayStation. I'd agree with you. But I will say, out of all of the opening videos and sounds of when a console turns on,
PS2. PS2.
I think PS2 was peak. I think
PS2 is
was
easily
peak. Either PS2 or PlayStation 1. PlayStation
PS1.
1 might beat PS. I think PS1 actually takes it.
PS1, yes.
loudest
No,
fucking-
PS2 just because
It was so
Yeah.
subtle, but
Yes.
so chilling that it was just it was peak.
Like you're sitting
And
there
then
and you're trying.
gotta turn the TV down
GameCube.
to 1.
No, and see, I was gonna say GameCube, but GameCube was more of a meme. GameCube's opening
Yeah.
has been used as a fucking meme everywhere.
GameCube.
But the anytime you hear the PS1 opening, it is only pure chilling and nostalgia feels. It's never a meme. It's just everyone's like, "Hey, remember this sound? Remember how good it made you feel?"
Funny enough, I think that
Unless
makes it a meme.
I mean, does it?
I mean, I've seen it used in memes a lot. Like, when you're a kid and you're trying to sneak play PlayStation, and suddenly
Oh yeah.
you're trying to turn it off and hit the button, but the TV's not listening.
Okay.
Mom comes in, just smacks the shit out of you.
Yeah. You know, when you're late night gaming as a young, adolescent.
A wee lad.
A wee lad. Yeah.
I got away with it. We had
trying to
the
be so
Nintendo
quiet.
64 in our room.
I'm just talking about
So,
like for me, PS2, trying to be quiet. That's what I was saying. You gotta have the TV at like 1.
God.
I posted a thing in the cast context channel. I just made one. That's the only reason why the GameCube
Oh,
thing is because
yep.
the Spider-Man clap at the end.
Yep.
I love
Oh
that
my
so
god.
much. It made me laugh so much as a kid. Well, earlier in life, I wasn't necessarily
liked how-
a kid.
Yes.
I liked how interactive the opening for the GameCube one was, because if you hold a certain set of buttons, it would make a different noise. If you had 4 controllers
Yes.
hitting all the same buttons, it would make a different noise.
Mhm.
I did not know
Yes.
that. But I also did not own a GameCube.
You didn't know that?
I had people that, like friends that owned a GameCube, but I did not own one myself.
You just
So-
almost
so you
made
didn't
Fluffy
play
and
it,
Magic
though.
Dragons.
You played it? Did you play it? Did you play it?
Yes, I did play it.
Okay. That's all I care
Okay,
about. That's all I
yes,
care about.
I did play. I just didn't know that there was like that secret thing because I never owned one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, if you have to like hold down RB, LB, and Z or something, and it would make like a squeak noise instead of like the normal like xylophone thing.
Yup.
And then it was like if you had like
Weird.
2 controllers doing it, it would make like a a child's laugh.
Oh, that's creepy.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah, a little bit.
They promoted
bit.
playing games with your friends though. That was kind of cool.
It did. There was
Yes.
so many games that played on that.
Mhm.
And conveniently with the GameCube, it had that nice little handle on the back of it, so you can carry it around with you. Like
That
if
is
you go to
true.
a friend's
Yes.
house or something, you can just
That was
carry
pretty
it
cool.
like that.
Seriously.
It was awesome.
First one.
And the layout for the controller that was fucking insane, but
was
it
weird.
worked somehow.
Big
It's
ass A
Nintendo
button,
for you.
tiny ass B button, X and Z. Okay, X. Yeah, X and Z.
X and Z,
Why?
and then the C was just another joystick.
Yeah, it was a tiny ass joystick in the center. I was like, what the fuck? was it even used for?
So it had two of the regular joystick. Yeah, well, it was a C. It was a C joystick.
Yeah, it was a C joystick.
What
It's
are
like,
thou?
you know,
I
What art
never
thou?
used it.
You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. You didn't play Nintendo 64. The C buttons were actual buttons.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
It was like C left, C right, C up, and C down. That was just a joystick. It lets you. It was so much easier instead of trying to hit that C fucking button.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. What
Yeah.
was
What's
everyone's favorite game on their console?
Ooh,
on a favorite
I already
console?
got mine. I already got mine.
You're like you have a favorite console. Like I think we all discussed what our favorite consoles were. What was your favorite game on that console?
I'll start it off because I already know
Man.
it. Hands down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay,
Goose.
can I alter your question a hair just a little bit?
Go for it.
Okay. Can we? I mean, obviously, we all have a favorite game for our favorite console or whatever. Can we say like
Right.
our favorite game on different consoles, regardless if it was our favorite console or not? Because I have a lot of different games
Sure.
for different consoles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
I'm down with that.
All right, so Silent, you said you had one.
Oh yeah. Easily Sly Cooper for PS2. Hands down. No questions asked.
Ooh, that was a good one.
My best game ever.
Mm.
Actually, I knew how to speedrun that one.
I didn't even care about speedrunning it. I just
Bidooey?
loved playing it. I played it over
Bidooey?
multiple times. I tried to 100% it recently. I stopped on the second one, and I just haven't picked it back up and started playing it again.
Did you just forget about that too?
Yeah. Just forgot about that one too.
Sorry.
No, it's because
Callbacks.
it's mainly just because hooking everything up, and it's not at my PC, so I always gravitate to the PC. It's just so much easier,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
especially having a
No.
desk
Emulator.
and then having a TV on top of a dresser that I can't really I'd have to look up to play.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah.
what makes it more nostalgic, bro.
I know, but it's just like I don't want to do that right now.
The last few times
So
I've
we
been
going
playing the
with,
N64 recently, I've been sitting on the ground.
Fair. Are we going with PlayStation 2 first then?
Sure, I'm down for
Like,
that.
as the console.
That I'm just saying that's for mine.
Yes, PS2 first.
So yeah,
Are
I
we
guess
doing it?
yeah, we'll do PS2
Okay,
first.
so PS2 first. I don't have one yet. I
Mine-
have to go through my little.
Your memory bank.
Underground 2 is another great one.
Which one?
Underground 2.
Oh, Need for
Yes.
Speed. Yeah.
Need
My
for
cousin and I
Speed.
mained that one for a while.
Need for Speed.
I was gonna say, I think my favorite for PS2 would either be Need for Speed 2 or Metal Gear Solid 2, just because that was just one that I fell in love with super young.
All right.
A lot of people don't necessarily like that
Favorite-
series, but it's for me.
PlayStation 2.
That's all that
So my
matters.
I guess the favorite PlayStation 2 game is probably tied between Kingdom Hearts and SSX Tricky.
Ooh,
I remember
Oh, shit.
playing SSX Tricky so freaking much.
Yeah, me too. God damn you. I forgot about
But,
that one.
like- Yeah,
what was that?
But like sitting there and being just completely enamored with Kingdom Hearts because it's like you're playing with your favorite Disney characters as some
Right.
kid with a key
Yeah. Key sword just
You know what I
swinging
mean?
around as Goofy.
sword that yeah exactly. And Goofy sitting there with a shield, and you have Donald
it's pronounced
doing
Keyblade.
whatever Donald did. Sorry,
Oh, wait, Fluffy, what was the
guess-
second one you said?
SSX Tricky.
SS.
I don't know. I never heard of it. What
Oh,
like
dude, it's dope.
It
pertained?
oh shit.
What did the game pertain?
It's a snowboarding.
Okay,
It's
it's
a
a snowboarding. Okay.
game. But you choose. There's different storylines depending on who the character is. It's the same base game in the sense that you are racing down the same hills or mountains,
Okay.
but their interactions between the characters, because like it wasn't just like, oh, you're going to race. Like if you get up next to someone and you held like the Z button, your guy would like wind up his or her arm, and you would smack them and knock them down, and that would create like
Oh shit.
a rift in your relationship with the person, and then there'd be special interactions where they would specifically start going after you and shit in races.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it was like there's like points and stuff, and the tricks in the game. Obviously, it's a video game, but the tricks that they did, like usually when you're snowboarding, or actually absolutely when you're snowboarding, your feet don't come like detached from the board. They're like locked in. In this game, they're doing all these like fucking spinning shit with their fucking boards and whatever, and they're like sitting and laying on it, and you're like, whoa.
Treating shit like a skateboard
cool.
without
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, I think one of them, the dude's name is like Mac, and he does like this weird thing where he
Yeah.
like, it's a kick flip, but he does it one way, and then he kicks his feet the other way, and it spins the other way, and then he kicks his feet again, it spins the other way, and you're like, oh, okay. And he does this other one where
Physics.
he like spins it around like a helicopter, and then he spins it up to his side, he catches it, and then he puts it back on his feet. It's like, what the fuck, dude? This is so
like
cool.
a combination of like a kick flip and a heel flip, just back to back.
Yeah, but he's like, obviously though, but like you get big air in there, and
Like,
it's called like
Yeah,
air
you're
bonus.
in air with doing both, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that like if you held the buttons right, your person would also be spinning while doing this too, so it would look cool.
Fuck.
They had, like, yeah, they had like streaks and shit coming off them because the more tricks you did, the more like speed boost you gained. And
Makes sense.
if you fell after a trick, you would lose your tricky bonus, which is on the side, has the discs going up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you completed the tricky bonus all the way to the top, you would get unlimited speed boost. So you could just hold down the button to go faster and just sit there and fucking yeet tricks. And the more tricks you did, or the higher your tricky bar was, the better. Like you can do like an ultimate trick or whatever, and each character has a certain one.
It's called the Uber trick.
Tricky! Yeah, the Uber trick.
That song
But
by Run DMC
fuck, man, it
was
was
stuck in
just-
my head
Yes.
for
Mhm.
majority of my childhood. It's
So good.
Thanks to
It really
this-
was
thanks
such
to
a
this
good game.
Yeah. It's
Like-
pretty good.
Yeah. I can't like you could play as different characters. They've come out with a few more since then, and it's not. I don't think there's anything as good as like just SSX Tricky.
I've
Yeah.
actually recently
Just-
seen people that still stream this game.
Oh yeah.
I watch
There's people
people who
that-
streams
that-
it. Or
yeah.
yeah. He plays it and he streams it. He's talking and shit, and he's pausing the game to do story times, which is awesome.
Yeah, that is
But
really cool.
he usually streams with a little ensemble of people, so they're all watching him, commenting on what he's doing, and like poking fun at him while he's trying to play.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
Still, for some reason, I'm starting to notice a usual thing, but I'm gonna have to agree with Fluffy by default. For PlayStation 2, it had to be Kingdom Hearts for me because it's the first game I've ever purposefully went for and 100% completed.
Really?
So I spent a lot of time on that game,
I mean, it makes sense.
which
It-
also was another story I think I already told on a different episode, but the episode where I came home from visiting my dad's side of the family and my cousin ran out the front door saying, don't be mad. And I said, why? And he said, your brother deleted your Kingdom Hearts file. And
Oh, yeah.
I almost committed
No,
murder.
bro. He's getting punched in the throat.
That's how you die.
That's a distance right there.
But yeah, so for PlayStation 2, I have to go with Kingdom Hearts by default because first game I ever 100% completed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is fair. GameCube, I would say Smash Bros. It's got to be, at least for me.
See, it's tricky because N64 is Smash Bros. For me, so I guess I'll just also say Smash Bros. For GameCube as well.
So GameCube would probably be Star Fox Adventures. Because my first introduction to Star Fox was just the Nintendo 64 one where you're just playing as him in the R-Wing.
Yeah.
In Star Fox Adventures, he's not in the R-Wing. He's running around on a planet.
Yep, that's true.
Like, kicking to... Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking cool. So, it was either that or Mario Kart Double Dash.
oh, that was also a good one.
Or Harvest Moon.
See, that's why, God, when it comes to this subject, I can never just pick one. I can't.
No.
I hate
Yeah, no.
favorite questions because it's never just one for me.
Yeah, it's so true. For GameCube, for me, like I said, I didn't really play it much, but it would probably be Blitz the League. Just because, you know, you could
freaking
beat the shit out of
Blitz. Oh,
Wait,
yes.
what?
That was I didn't do a lot of sports games, but that was one football game I can get behind because you could like pile
Yup.
drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, while choosing plays, you can just sit there and beat the shit out of the guy that you just tackled.
Like you tackle them, you guys just stand there and you pick a play and you just elbow drop somebody.
Yeah, just dropping elbows on them constantly.
I think I played that on the original Xbox. I never played that on GameCube.
I think when I played it was also Xbox.
I had there's a few games on the Super Nintendo that I liked, but like I liked the original Mario Kart on there. It was a lot of fun. I remember playing it a lot with my cousins and whatnot, but like Donkey Kong was pretty fucking cool on there. Playing as Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, just going through and doing the
Like
levels.
Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought for
Donkey Kong
for my
Country
Game Boy.
was so good. So good. It was kind of like a rival. It was kind of like a rival to like Super Mario World, but like I don't think you could beat Super Mario World in the sense that like it's fucking
No.
Mario. And
When I got Donkey Kong 64, it came with the expansion pack for my N64. Did you guys ever have the expansion pack for it?
Nope.
no,
Like
I don't think so.
the red expansion cartridge that you put actually inside the console?
Nope.
Which actually would unlock more things in other games than just the game that you got it with. So I recently got StarCraft again for N64. I think I've talked about it recently.
Yeah.
But because I have the expansion pack in my N64, you actually unlock all and more of the storyline missions.
Oh,
And so that expansion pack actually enhanced other games other than just the one that you got it with, which was a cool thing.
fuck.
I can't believe you guys didn't even know about the expansion pack.
No, I did. I never had it.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
for some reason it came with Donkey Kong 64 when I got it.
I might have to redo my favorite one from the Nintendo 64
Which is
because I just thought of another one. Pokemon Snap.
that was a good one. I wouldn't say it takes favorite for
I-
me, but it was a pretty good one.
I don't know what it was about it. Like Star Fox was definitely up there for me, but Pokemon as a kid was my jam. And to be able to be like, oh, I can go around and take pictures of these fuckers and throw apples at them.
I get to ride a slow
Hell yeah.
roller coaster.
It's a little roller coaster. Like I tried playing the newer, like released one that they just came out
Yeah.
with. I say just came out with. It's been a little bit. I couldn't really get behind it.
Mm-mm.
Not that I didn't. I focused on it hard for maybe about a weekend, and then I was like, okay, I got my fill, and I haven't had any hankering to go back. But as a kid, like I just remember sitting there. And you're in like the volcano area, and you see Charmander walking by, and you're just like, "Hey, he looks hungry," and you hit him, and he falls in the lava, and you're like, "Oh!" And then he comes back out as like a Charmeleon or a Charizard, and you're like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, get a picture of that!"
Oh, I helped him. Oh God, get the
Oh
camera.
god!
Mom, get the camera.
And then just-
camera.
And then just knowing like you had to like throw an apple, like you get to like a space level where you get a picture of Mew. But you had to like throw an apple and hit Mew before it like got away, and if you hit it, then it would reveal itself, and you'd be like, "Oh, sick! Get a 3-star picture of that." So
That's one game I haven't played a whole lot of is Pokemon Snap. I've seen it played quite a bit, but
I've
haven't
seen it. I've never
actually
played
done
it, though.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium was
Stadium.
so good.
That one was fun.
The stupid fucking minigames they had. You had to do like Clefairy
one
says and remember what Clefairy. It's like fuck you, Clefairy. Fuck you. And then they had that stupid Lickitung game. I didn't fucking understand what I was doing. I was eating shit.
It's
You'd eat 3 of the
Clefairy.
same
Fuck.
kind. I was a kid. I was
I
just
wish
sitting
I
there like,
could-
oh, Lickitung hungry. Feed Lickitung.
I kind of wish I could go back and play that again
Nope.
now.
I mean,
can.
you could
I mean, I can't though. I don't have a console. I don't have anything here.
Do it
emulator.
on your computer.
Emulator.
I forgot about that part.
Emulator.
Speaking of that, I need a PS2 emulator.
I've never emulated anything. I don't know how to do all that,
Really?
that fancy techie stuff.
Fuck.
Uh oh.
Yeah, I don't
Damn
really know how
it.
to do any of that either.
What happened?
I don't know.
I just remembered another game. I need to stop. Did anyone here play Snowboard Kids?
Yes.
No.
Ah, yes, I did.
What?
The stupid fucking. It's a snowboarding game again. I don't know why I was into snowboarding games as a kid, but
Everyone
Snowboard Kids
was.
and Snowboard Kids too. They were so much fun. You played as kids, and then there was a whole storyline. Obviously, it's just a racing game, but this one was more like Mario Kart in the sense that you had power-ups that you could use. Most of them were just like, oh, you could shoot like a little thing out, and it would hit the person. They'd fall. If you were in last place, though, you got these fucking trash can covers. It sounds stupid saying it, but you used them, and they would shoot up out of like your character, and they would hit everybody else and flatten them for a little bit. And they had like a parachute one. Yeah, the Snowboard Kids.
Yeah.
They had like a parachute one where you like if you shot somebody, hit them with it, they would get shot into the air and they'd slowly parachute down. It was so infuriating. But the storyline, even though it was just like a stupid little racing game, was pretty good because you had like a literal demon that was just trying to like prank you or the entire time, and you end up like going up against him and unlocking him. And there's like a dog you can unlock and some sort of penguin, I think. I don't fucking remember.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Shit, that game is so good.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I'm sorry.
I only played
Someone
that
said
one
you're
for a
good.
little
and I
bit.
remember
Don't apologize
emulating
for
that game.
unlocking
and playing
childhood.
it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said don't apologize for unlocking childhood core memories.
Childhood
We're not
core
going back to that. But fuck, dude, Snowboard Kids was so fun. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
And the music.
The music
God
was
damn it.
actually pretty.
God
poppin'.
damn it! The could sit there. I actually went back and I found a person that did an entire guitar medley of like Snowboard Kids, and there's no words obviously, but it's just him ripping on the guitar and the drums and the bass and shit, and it sounds so good.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other.
Sorry, I
favorites.
got really passionate there for.
It's
got
okay.
passionate there for a minute.
You are all good,
Yeah, you
man.
did.
That's what we're here for.
No, you're fine.
Passion's good.
Yes.
All right, what's the next console we're going to? Are we going to more recent?
Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah.
If it's original Xbox, I don't have an opinion because, like I said, I didn't really play it.
Ooh.
Halo.
Yeah, Halo was gonna be it for me. There's a lot of games I played a lot of time on, but Halo, all of them, replayed again, played again after that. When the new consoles went back to it, played on new consoles. Halo's gonna be probably the one for me on that one.
It was like the first one of the first introductions to like online multiplayer too. That and Call of Duty. But
I'll use Halo for original Xbox. I did
Halo
play Halo
Online
quite a bit.
was just so much fun. It was just so much fun. Like you're sitting there and you get these cool sniper shots. Nowadays, it's a lot of people hacking, which is stupid. But back then, there wasn't any hacking. It was just pure.
Right.
You got fucked up. You got hit with a shotgun and then instantly meleeed, and you were done.
I used to snipe with a pistol.
Oh yes, that
The
overpowered.
Magnum with the fucking scope. Like, what were they thinking?
Yeah. But Halo 1, just like the game's physics in it, was actually something that we were upset about, me and my group of friends, because we would spend so much time just driving around in Warthogs and hitting each other just to do like the whole jumps off of each other. And you could just hit a tank and just fucking yeet yourself into the air.
Yeah.
We would spend so much time just on the giant U-shaped snow map and just doing that for hours. Not even like fighting each other. Just so much
dinking
time.
around.
It's
Yep.
got to be Halo 1. It's got to be Halo for me.
Yeah. Nah, you got me on that one. I agree. I'm actually just been replaying that. I have the Master Chief Collection on Steam, and I just got that one downloaded. I've been playing it on.
Hey, I do too.
Did you?
I do. I've had it for a while.
Nice. Yeah, I just got it downloaded. I've been playing the very first one, the collector edition, because that's what it comes with. And I'm still in the very first level after 45 minutes because I'm on the hardest difficulty, and I severely misunderstood how much that game just torches you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Headshots
yeah, I
are a
still
thing.
played the ever-loving crap out of it.
So
Grunt
good.
birthday party was the best thing ever.
The what?
Nobody.
The Grunt birthday party.
Birthday party.
Yes.
Oh,
You get a headshot. And
Yeah.
Yay!
yeah. I remember.
It was a skull that you could activate, and if you ever killed someone with a headshot, confetti would shoot out and they would explode, and then you'd hear a bunch of like children sounding "Yay!"
I'm gonna have to find sound effects for
No,
that.
absolutely.
Actually, I've never said it, but
oh, go ahead.
the confetti explosion in Rocket League always makes me think of it whenever it explodes.
It does.
Yes.
It has it's like almost the exact same sound. Actually, I wonder, is it? No, it's not.
Hold on a
It's not
second.
the same.
Hold on a
Close, though.
second. Conspiracy thought.
if it's the same one, wait a minute.
I was about to start humming the tune from fucking Snowboard Kids because it's in my head now.
Sorry.
Stopped. I was like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yikes. So we kind of did PlayStation. We kind of did Xbox.
Or we could
guess
sit
we
here and
could
go through
do it.
generations, but that would be a never-ending
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We kind of just like cover it broadly. So we kind of did
We did.
PlayStation. We kind of did Xbox.
We did Nintendo, didn't we?
Yeah, we did Nintendo. So I
What about
I guess
Sega?
Sega. It's gonna have to be Sonic for me. I'm just gonna.
Sonic.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say,
Sonic.
I'm gonna be
Sonic.
stereotypical. It's gotta be Sonic. Sonic.
Sonic. Sonic was dope.
Something about
They
that
did
sound
so
of
much
rings flying
more.
out when you
They
get
did
hit.
so much more than Sonic.
Yeah,
Like-
but Sonic.
Okay, what about the game Toe Jam and Earl?
Oh yeah, I played.
Yep.
God,
Yep.
yes, I played the shit out of Toe Jam and Earl.
Okay.
Wasn't Tekken on the Dreamcast too? Or was that
which,
PlayStation?
Which one?
Tekken.
Tekken.
I had Tekken 3 for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tekken's
Okay.
PlayStation.
So
Then I must be thinking about Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive was Xbox.
DOA. Was it? I know that there was a fighting game on the Dreamcast.
Streets of Rage.
It might have been Streets of Rage.
That's the only fighting one I can think
Maybe.
of. I'm sure there's a lot, but that's the one that comes up to mind.
What was the game where
Yeah.
it was like it was a motorcycle racing, but you could like have weapons and shit, like chains,
Road Rage.
and stuff, and you could hit Road Rage.
Road
Yep,
Rage.
I love that game.
God
Road Rage
damn.
was another main one.
You had the pepper spray, and your person would just go like, they lose control of their bike, and you just go off to the side.
Yo.
Yeah.
I
Such a
vaguely
good one.
remember that being like they had these weird cutscenes every time you got caught. And it
Yeah.
was just some dude. This is gonna sound really erotic. It was just some dude in like full leather being groped by a policeman and getting shit pulled out of his pants. Like there was chains, there was like bats, it was all this shit that was getting pulled
Yeah.
out of his pants. You're like, this
Oh,
seems
I'm mistaken.
suggestive.
It's not Road Rage. It's Road Rash. I'm
Road
sorry.
Rash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
one I had was Motocross Mania.
I haven't played that one.
Kind of similar concept, but you're on dirt bikes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
And you smack
Guys.
people off. It's
Guys.
mostly a racing game, but
favorite computer game.
I was about to say, I mean, you can say computer or like favorite game now.
No.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it can be now.
I would say if it's something that you can play or that was originally on a different console, don't count it.
Log of Legion. No, just kidding.
That's honestly what I was
mean-
gonna. That's honestly what I was gonna say because I find myself going back to it all the time.
I mean,
It's literally it's like my go-to.
StarCraft had an N64 game, but I mainly played it on computer. I can't remember what
That's
it
fine.
came out first on. I wonder if it was simultaneous if they did both.
I'm talking about stuff like is your StarCraft game like? Are you playing the one that was originally released for the console, or is this like a StarCraft one that was PC?
Well, I mean, I played it on PC. Like 99% of me playing it was on PC. But I do have it on N64. I got it recently again, thanks to my brother. Shout outs to him. But yeah, PC. I was either basically Age of Empires or StarCraft, but mainly StarCraft.
Okay.
I was definitely a RTS type player, but StarCraft is the one that just takes the cake for show.
Goose, silent.
I got nothing to say.
You guys have a favorite? What? No favorite computer game?
I don't have a favorite computer game now.
I don't know, mine's kind of difficult because I came to PC pretty late, so I don't know any of
Same.
the old PC games.
I didn't start PC gaming until maybe
And-
2016.
See, mine was 2020.
Damn.
Damn.
And a lot of my games that I play still are like they were already on console before like I got them on PC. The majority of
Fair
them.
enough.
except for like Phasmophobia and like Osu. I think are the only 2 games that like are not on console that I like have.
Fair enough.
Other than that, Elden Ring's been solid.
Yeah, Elden Ring's pretty fun, but again, I can't just grind Elden Ring.
Come
Yeah.
on, Goose. Become the Elden Lord.
No,
The Elden
no, it's too much work, man. I don't have that kind of time.
You must become the Elden Lord.
I don't have that kind of
I still haven't
time.
finished my second
You-
playthrough.
You can't be maidenless forever.
Exactly. dude.
Challenge accepted. Nobody.
Oh wow, we actually have
I actually have what?
a lot longer than I thought we were going for.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got a
I
decent
mean,
amount
this
of time here.
is this is pretty typical time, I think.
Yeah, pretty normal.
But
solid.
now comes the favorite part of the episode. Come
Yes.
up with a name.
Let's delve into trying to make a name for this.
Oh god, I got another hour and a half to cut out. Let's go.
It's not gonna take
Just
that long.
Many awkward passes later.
Right?
Many
Awkward pass.
awkward passes later. Just call it Baby's First Console.
Baby's first console.
Yes.
Baby's First Console.
Done.
Okay.
Done. Sign it. No other
All right,
words.
no.
Baby's first console. I'm done with it.
That's the fastest
Mark it
time
up.
we've ever done. Proud of you, Fluff. Good
I
job.
like
Good job,
it.
Fluff.
Thanks, man. I'm sleep deprived.
No, you should do that more often. No, just don't. Don't
I
actually.
don't know. what I'm doing.
Maybe that's why it's the fastest title ever. He's trying to go to sleep.
No.
All right. Well, by Jove, you witnessed it here. The fastest title agreement made and agreed upon for any episode so far. As per usual, whatever platform you are watching on, whether it be Xbox or PlayStation or PC or phone, Android, Apple. Excuse me.
Oh, never mind. I see what
trying
you.
to fit.
I was
I'm
like,
just trying to fit with the
how
subject.
how do you listen to a podcast on a PlayStation?
Derailed.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Keep going.
I mean, you could have a YouTube app on your PlayStation
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
And on your Xbox.
and Xbox
And on your phone.
and on your phone.
Okay. Cool sales pitch. Finish up.
Yeah.
FTP.
Thanks.
Trailblazer 55. F5.
Plug. You could, if you could, please leave some sort of critique. Tell us what we're doing bad. Tell us what we're doing good. Comments, concerns, thumbs up. We would very much appreciate it.
More than words could say.
Train derailment noise. But no, if you could, we would greatly appreciate it. We obviously appreciate everyone and anyone that listens to this because we just have fun here and we just want to spread the fun
Yes.
like some sweet butter on nice hot toast. But
Oh, biscuits.
oh god,
Sorry.
it's usually a fluffy sound. I was surprised it came out of Goose.
Take full credit.
But thanks everyone for stopping
Take your
by.
credit.
I think we will be signing off here for Fluff, Goose, Silent, and myself. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Doses.
I love you.